Hey. Yes, good evening to you. My name is Best Emily and welcome to Church of Uganda Family TV and NEWSAT8. Yeah, let's welcome the headlines.
Headlines brought to you by
Centenary Publishing House, the leading publishers of prayer and hymn books since 1977. Among them we have Ateso, Luo, Runyankole Ruchiga, Runyoro Toro, and many other Ugandan languages. Contact us on 0756 174 168 for more information.
In our Women's Day bulletin, reforms such as universal education, affirmative action, and stronger laws against gender-based violence have helped advance women's rights and leadership. President reaffirms as Uganda commemorates International Women's Day.
Women are free to stand for any elective office, but they also have additional seats which they compete for. That way, we have been able to increase their numbers in public office. And women have proved to be better leaders and managers than men.
Also tonight, SPE's Medical Center marks Women's Day with maternal health camp. Expectant mothers receive free medical services at Chitintale Outreach.
We are looking at mothers who are planning to conceive, mothers that are pregnant already, mothers that have given birth before, all the mothers of all age categories, and we are here to offer free services ranging from antenatal care to general body checkups.
And in international news, US-Iran war. Iran vows not to surrender, as war with US-Israel enters second week.
brought to you by
Centenary Publishing House, the leading publishers of prayer and hymn books since 1977. Among them we have Ateso, Luo, Runyankole Ruchiga, Runyoro Toro, and many other Ugandan languages. Contact us on 0756 174 168 for more information.
Yeah, welcome back. And in our first story, Uganda has joined the rest of the world marking International Women's Day, leading leaders calling for increased investment in education and skills of the girl child to accelerate access and justice and empower women. The national celebrations were held at Kololo Independence Grounds in Kampala.
Uganda has joined the rest of the world in commemorating the International Women's Day 2026, held under the theme Scaling Up Investment to Accelerate Access to Justice for All Women and Girls in Uganda. The event, held at Kololo Independence Grounds, was graced by different dignitaries, including chief guest, Vice President retired Major Jessica Lupo, Prime Minister Robina Nabanja, Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, ambassadors, high commissioners, among others. Women joined from Uganda's security institutions, including the Uganda People's Defence Forces, Uganda Police Force, and the Uganda Prison Service, among others, took center stage with the parade.
An effective method of empowering not only women, but the entire society.
The Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development emphasized the need for the education of the girl child, citing that without education, there is no improvement for them. She also acknowledged ongoing challenges, including child marriages in Western Uganda, female genital mutilation, delayed prosecutions, and cultural norms that limit women access to justice, among others. In a bid to prevent this, she emphasized the need for specialized courts for gender-based cases, highlighting some of the key programs that have also helped improve women's livelihoods.
Established special units that have reinforced justice, law and order, ministries and agencies on access to justice for women and children. These include gender and children desk within Uganda Police Force.
Hajat Farida Chiboa, Chairperson of the National Women's Council urged government to reinstate the law permitting voting by queue, emphasizing that the ballot system should once again be adopted to strengthen participation and transparency in elections of the National Women's Council.
The Council resolved that we identify and document, profile women who have attained leadership positions and have progressed through the structures of the National Women's Council.
The ceremony was sealed with the launch of 3 programs, including the second National Action Plan to eliminate gender-based violence in Uganda, Uganda Gender Equal Climate Action Strategy, and the National Strategy on Ending Female Genital Mutilation 2026-2031, alongside awarding of medals.
Handed ladies, please put your hands together and thank the Vice President for launching this very important National Action Plan to eliminate gender-based violence in Uganda. Thank you very much. The Vice President has already apprehended her signature. I can see the Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development apprehend her signature. I can also see the country representative UNFPA doing that. I have now seen our own Majegere signing to launch the National Action Plan to end gender-based violence.
Okay, women leaders under the National Resistance Movement have praised Yoweri Kaguta Museveni for what they describe as significant progress in advancing women emancipation and political participation in Uganda. Led by the chairperson of NRM Women's League, Adrien Kobsinje, the leaders made the remarks during celebrations to mark the International Women's Day held at Koro Independence Grounds. Kobsinje said the leadership of President Museveni has created opportunities that have enabled women to rise to influential positions across government institutions.
My name is Adrien Kobsinje, the National Chairperson Women's League. Today we are in Kololo to celebrate our Women's Day. It's a special day, it's an amazing day that in 365 days in a year, we have a day that is special for women. We are very grateful to God. We are grateful to the President who has loved women so much, who has supported women so much. When you look at what happened today, it's just a self-explanation of women empowerment. Our President has been so deliberate on this, and we are happy that as a country, we are achieving it. We have very many women in all offices represented. 35% of parliament are women. 45% of the cabinet are women. So we are so grateful to the government, to our President, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. But as women of Uganda, we celebrate ourselves today. We celebrate today, and we celebrate our beautiful country, Uganda. Cheers. Yes, we are the women leaders. So when we are talking of women empowerment, when we are talking of women in leadership, all of us here, we are women leaders. We are national women leaders, and we are the executive Women League. Today is our day, it's a special day, and we celebrate it. And we send flowers to all the women out there. Cheers! Cheers! And on behalf of the women,
I wish to thank God for today. This is the day the Lord has made, the day when we are celebrating World Women's Day. And our theme today is that you accelerate every woman where it is. That means we need to boost our fellow women wherever they are, whether in the village, whether in town, at workplace, in church, and in the whole country. Let us see that we boost our colleagues wherever they are. Let us support one another in any way. You can support by your wisdom, you can support with your money, you can support with your everything which you have with you. So you try to support each other so that a woman can come up. Because a woman is a very important person. A woman, a daughter, and a mother for everybody. If we lift up a mother, we are going to have lifted the whole country.
We are so grateful. We really thank God, and we are here celebrating the great achievements in our party, the great achievements in NRIM, the great achievements from our president, the president of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. We are very empowered. We are now leaders of the nation. We are now heading big NGOs. We're heading big institutions. We are happy as women.
Olunaku lwaffe olw'abakyala olwaleero tuli basanyufu okulaba nti n'abakyala batujjukira okukola emikolo gyaffe celebrations n'abakyala contribution gye bakoze mu ggwanga era tuli basanyufu era eri abakyala bonna tubaagala nnyo ate n'eggwanga libaagala.
All right, happy Women's Day from the women right there. On this year's International Women's Day, history has been made on Kololo Independence Grounds as national celebrations took rare and powerful form. For the first time, the ceremonial parade, traditionally commanded by men, was led entirely by women. From the parade commander to the marching units and even the military band, women took charge of every key role in the event. Their precision, discipline, and the coordination displayed during the march past reflected the growing and prominence of women in national service and leadership. In the previous years, National Celebrations Parade was largely led by male officers, with women participating alongside their male counterparts in their formations. Today's ceremony, however, marked a symbolic shift, highlighting the stride women have made within the country's security forces and public services. Let's look at that.
Your Excellencies, our distinguished guests,
Gandhi, you are most welcome to this function, and we are proud to have you here. We've been talking from the Pakasumba, the Chief Joint Staff, Major General William Binomugisha, the Commander of Military Police, Major General James Chinalwa, the Joint Staff Human Resource. He is also a Member of Parliament elect for the term of Parliament.
Uganda has joined the rest of the world commemorating International Women's Day under the theme Give to Gain. The SPES Medical Center At the SPS Medical Center, the day was marked with sexual and reproductive health camp, offering free medical services and medication to expectant mothers.
Uganda today joins the global community in commemorating International Women's Day under the theme Scaling Up Investment to Accelerate Access to Justice for All Women and Girls in Uganda. The theme highlights the importance of investing in women as a catalyst for economic growth, innovation and resilience, while emphasizing the value of collaboration in building a more inclusive and prosperous future. At Space Medical Center, the celebration was marked with a sexual and reproductive health camp, providing free medical services to expectant mothers. The outreach forms part of the center's ongoing commitment to supporting maternal health and improving the well-being of women in the community.
We thought wise to organize something for our mothers. We are looking at mothers who are planning to conceive, mothers that are pregnant already, mothers that have given birth before, all the mothers of all age categories. And we are here to offer free services ranging from antenatal care to general body checkups.
Our director got that vision that we should at least conduct this camp today. We help mothers who are living around. They come, we do both antenatal checkup and some medical checkup. Once the risks are identified, we have our doctors, we handle them.
Dr. Jowadu emphasized the importance of timely reproductive and maternal health interventions, urging expectant mothers to attend regular antenatal checkups to prevent complications during pregnancy.
You see your doctor, ask them what could be going wrong. You may need to be assessed health-wise, medically, to check what could be going wrong. Maybe your periods are not right. Maybe there is something that is going on in your body that has not allowed you. Check out into a health facility. Let's check you. Let's check what could be going wrong.
Midwife Esther Nisima highlighted some of the common challenges faced by pregnant women, including infections and high blood pressure. She also called upon men to take an active role in supporting their partners during antenatal care, emphasizing the importance of family involvement in ensuring safe pregnancies.
We have preeclampsia or hypertension in pregnancy. We have postpartum hemorrhage, that's bleeding after delivery, or we also have antepartum hemorrhage. This is the bleeding that occurs before labor starts. We call upon all our husbands, wherever they are, to always accompany us or accompany their wives. It's a good thing.
Beneficiaries expressed gratitude for the initiative, noting that such health camps help ease the financial burden associated with accessing maternal health services.
I want to encourage all men, don't fear questions, because men we were created to be answerable all the time. So you should always come and face it. And it's not all that bad. It's a good experience. Katugeze, you're on the scan, you see. You can even see your baby in the scan meter, like that.
Kuba kirungi nnyo obanguze n'omwami wo. Nawe kikuwa amaanyi. Oba omulabako wali tinga mugenzi wali mu scan, ka baby n'akalabako.
As Uganda commemorates International Women's Day, the initiative by Space Medical Center in Chitintali highlights the importance of investing in women's health. Health experts say supporting expectant mothers not only improves maternal outcomes but also contributes to building strong and healthier communities. John Baptista Humza, Church of Uganda, Family TV News at 8.
Okay, welcome back, and now we are going to listen to the message from our beloved Archbishop.
Archbishop's Moment, sponsored by Uganda Christian University, a center of excellence in the heart of Africa. Join the UCU experience now. And
St. John's Wakiso Secondary School, where faith meets education.
Either to believe every spirit. They quickly trust every spirit. They quickly follow every spirit, every teaching which comes by. Now I belong here. Now we have so many prostitutes in our church who are prostitutes in the Christian circles. They are here and they are here. They keep on going around, so they are prostitutes in a way. The message is, believe not every spirit. Believe not and trust not every spirit. Follow not every spirit. John calls for evaluation of the teachings we get. Why is John calling the church to test spirits? Why is it important to test? Why is it important to examine these teachings? They oppose the message and mission of Jesus Christ. They oppose it. Believe not and trust not every spirit. Follow not every spirit.
Archbishop's Moment, sponsored by Uganda Christian University, a center of excellence in the heart of Africa. Join the UCU experience now. And
St. John's Wakiso Secondary School, where faith meets education.
All right, right there, the message from our beloved Archbishop, and he says, don't be a prostitute. Please be guided by the Spirit and the right spirit. So right now we are going for a commercial break and we'll be back.
but a few. We have highly qualified
the one
staff
that I had
committed
read.
to the welfare of each student, a caring community based on strong moral values that attribute to the success of the child. We are located.
Yes, welcome back. You're still on NEWSAT8 with Best MED. As Uganda joins the rest of the world in commemorating International Women's Day, Church of Uganda Family TV has been running a special series of highlights highlighting the voices of women shaping the national conversations in leadership, education, family life, and economic empowerment. From governance and skills development to media and cultural values, women leaders say meaningful progress has been made. But more effort is still needed to ensure equal opportunities for all. Here are the compilations of perspectives from some of the inspiring voices featured in the series.
Women across Uganda continue to play a transformative role in shaping society through leadership, education, skills development, and family life. For Peace Mutuzo, State Minister for Gender and Culture, the foundation of empowerment begins with the family and cultural institutions that shape society. She believes men and women must work together to strengthen families as the foundation for national development.
What brings a family together is by God, and it is a gift. God gave us families as a gift. So if you have treasured your gift, then you must respect it. You must move together with that. You don't want to part away with your gift, at least. So that gift must be nurtured very well that gift must be treated with a lot of value, and the value is to walk the journey together. In whichever thing that you desire to do, there must be a discussion about it. That is what the Jews started their lives with. There is this indigenous knowledge. They call it indigenous wisdom. While they are growing their families, they don't train people to look for money. They train people to build systems. And within the systems, money will come permanently. So we need to build systems within each other, within our family setting.
Beyond family structures, education and skills training are increasingly being viewed as key pathways to empowerment.
Girls, when they go to TVET, they perform very well. Those who have tested and gone there, they have been ambassadors, and girls are there. We have been there, and it is as if it is new, but it's not new.
The Commissioner for Technical and Vocational Education and Training at the Ministry of Education and Sports, Loy Awaine Muhwezi, says strengthening technical and vocational education is essential in preparing women and young people for meaningful participation in the economy.
So I really want to encourage. Then when it comes to girl child, I think that is the way to go. Because, this dependence of Ezakameza, as the Uganda says. Why would you expect your friend, your companion, to be the one bringing the kameza? In most cases, it is because you find this lady is not having the skills to earn. And then TVET, it's for job creation. It's not for job seekers.
Meanwhile, veteran women's rights advocate Miriam Matembe emphasizes the importance of strong female leadership in governance and decision-making.
And even the influence. For instance, I want to say, out of the 7 governance institutions, the highest positions of governance, the 7 of them, 5 of them are women. Vice President is a woman, Prime Minister is a woman, First Deputy Prime Minister is a woman, Third Deputy Prime Minister is a woman, the Speaker is a woman. It is only at judiciary where we have got no woman. But you at the highest level. But you can imagine 5 of them are women. But tell me, what influence do they have? But I don't blame them.
She says women must not only participate in leadership, but must also influence policies that shape society.
To achieve anything, so as long as the environment is conducive to women's flourishing and influencing, they do. We did. Women can only rise up and flourish in their positions and their influence in the period where there is peace.
In the justice sector, Catherine Bamugemerere encourages women leaders to act together to advance progress across all sectors, emphasizing integrity, knowledge, and exemplary leadership in the law.
Honorable, however, there is a growing concern that the top leadership positions in the judiciary remain dominated by men, my sister, the principal judge, notwithstanding. This must change. Women should not be limited to leadership roles only in the executive and the legislature. The judiciary has very many qualified women, professors, doctors, and of course, all of them are highly qualified lawyers, right? We must work together to ensure that we see progress in other branches of government, like you have got in Parliament and in the executive.
In academia and the media, experts say equal opportunity must also translate into practical support and institutional change.
So there have been studies, a lot of studies done on women's contribution, even women's placement in the media sector and their opportunities and so on. And the picture doesn't look very good. generally speaking. It may be better today than it was a few years ago, but it still doesn't look good. I think there are fewer women, even those who get in usually drop out early because of the conditions. And then you also have to look at the quality of their presence in the media. Some of them are there, but they remain in junior positions, or they are not given so-called serious stories because they are women.
Media scholar Monica Valia Chivita believes women must be trusted with responsibility and leadership within professional spaces.
I would like to focus on the sector that I'm familiar with, two sectors, the education sector and the media, journalism, communication sector. I think in both those sectors, the training institutions need to be conscious that there are gaps to fill, and therefore they need to go the extra mile to facilitate the women to perform the way the men are performing. In journalism, I think women should be given challenging assignments to the extent that anybody can handle. In other words, should not be denied challenging assignments just because they are women. In education, if there is a way that either a girl or a boy can be boosted so that the level is grounded, that should also happen. Budgetary provisions are also important, mentorship programs, and I think the ultimate thing for me is for people to realize that, and I've said this 3 times now, that they are created in the image of God, so nobody can make you feel small if you remember that you are created in the image of God, and even if they do, it is not something that you cannot overcome.
Together, these voices reflect the diverse pathways through which women continue to shape Uganda's social, economic, and political landscape, from families and classrooms to leadership and the media. As the country marks International Women's Day, under the theme Scaling Up Investment to accelerate access to justice for all women and girls in Uganda, stakeholders say achieving real progress will require sustained commitment to opportunity, inclusion, and respect for the role women play in national development.
As Uganda joins the rest of the world in marking International Women's Day, attention is turning to women whose leadership journeys continue to inspire the next generation. One such story is of that of Galabuzi Rose Chintu, the headmistress of London College of St. Lawrence Maya campus, whose rise from classroom teacher to a school leader reflecting determination and commitment to transforming lives through education.
From humble beginnings as a classroom teacher to heading one of the institutions with the Central Lawrence Schools network, Galabuzi Rose Chintu's career has been defined by perseverance, self-belief, and a passion for empowering young people through education. Her professional journey saw her rise through several leadership roles, from director of studies to head teacher, before joining Central Lawrence Schools in 2009, where she steadily progressed to become headmistress.
Could not stop there because I am just a teacher. I would always go ahead to do things that have not even been requested to do. Wherever I would see something to be done, I would definitely do it. Immediately after 1 year, I was given a position to head a school. Very tiny as I was, but because I believed in myself and I realized that there was something behind me, so I headed a school called the Cranes College in Ngunga in Rugazi. Shortly after that, I was told about an opportunity in the St. Lawrence Schools. I came, I applied, and I was given a position. That was in 2009. I joined the St. Lawrence Schools as a teacher. After 1 term, I kept getting promotions because I believed that I can not only remain as a classroom teacher, but I needed to impact my presence to do something extra. I would almost get involved in every activity. So I decided to remain in the line of education because that is my passion. That is my passion, and I feel so proud that I have changed so many children's lives. Even the children who reach a point that they want to give up, I give them time. I talk to them, and you see a change in them. So I feel proud in the line that I took. There are strong women that are being seen. Now, if I'm teaching a girl in senior 1, they will always say, I want to be like the headmistress. I want to be like the headmistress. That one pushes them. It would be different if they had a male head teacher.
Beyond administrative leadership, Galabuzi says her mission has always been to empower the girl child by encouraging confidence, leadership, and equal access to education.
But this is, now I am talking at the rule setting. Of course, there are things that still exist. That there are areas where still the women are not considered as maybe as responsible people, as people who can come up and lead certain communities. So the opportunity is still not given as it is given to the boys. Girl children are still affected. They never get the opportunity just like the boys. They still think that they are nobody. Okay? Yes. And this is something that we really need to sensitize. Some of these parents, they don't know.
She observed that while Uganda has made notable progress through government programs such as universal primary education and universal secondary education, many girls in rural communities still face barriers, including poverty and cultural beliefs that often prioritize boys' education.
There should be more points given to the girls. Girls go through more hardships than the boys. Okay? The temptations of the girls are more, okay? Therefore, the opportunities would only come to the boys. The girls, probably they would think that their destiny is getting married. And many women have come up also to talk about the girl child, supporting them, helping them in getting the pads. Children have been taught how to make certain things, because in most cases what would make the children fail, especially the girls, were the periods. A child fears to go to school because they're in their periods. Before you know it, they are conceived in the town setting. Small things can put them off. We have so many children right now who have family problems, and those family problems keep affecting them even when they come to school. So you find that in most cases, when such a child does not find someone to open up to, they will definitely be affected.
Galabuzi is also advocating for stronger support systems such as scholarships and vocational training to help academic capable girls continue their education while gaining practical skills for the future.
If the government can maybe also come up with government technical schools that can take in these children, all those who fail to join the university, because when they go to such technical schools, opportunities of getting jobs are very many because they have the skills. So I propose to the government to still invest more in the vocational institutions at that level, majorly to support the girl child. In most cases, I have realized if the woman is patient enough to accommodate, you know, men are not easy. That one everyone knows. Men are not easy. But you decide to say, yes, for the sake of these children, let's make peace, okay? Let's make peace. My appeal to the mothers is to accommodate the men. Children will grow a little better when they see both parents together. Women out there, first I wish you a happy Women's Day. I encourage all the women out there, first of all, to be peaceful people. To be peaceful people, but believe that when you're given a task, do not wait for tomorrow, okay? Do it today, because tomorrow will have its own responsibilities. Don't postpone activities or duties. Do it today. My girls out there, I know you can be winners, okay? We can lead this country as women. Because time will come when we have a president in Uganda. So as we look at the women, embracing women empowerment, supporting the girl child, we equally need to support the boy child. Otherwise, our girls will be victim of circumstance that these men, the boys right now who are getting involved into drugs, are going to make their life hard.
As the country reflects on the achievements of women during International Women's Day, stories like Galabzi's highlight the important role educators play in shaping a future where girls are empowered to lead, innovate, and contribute to national development.
All right, Youth, Boys and Girls Brigade and Children's Ministry leaders in South Rwenzori Diocese have resolved to strengthen both spiritual growth and church development through coordinated ministry activities across the diocese. The leaders made the resolution during a diocesan council meeting that brought together representatives from all the 15 archdeaconries.
All the persons have renewed their appeal to the government to renew the current retirement age of 60 years, noting that it forces many capable and experienced individuals out of the service prematurely. Speaking during the stakeholders meeting, 71-year-old Professor James Francis said improved healthcare and better living conditions have enabled many people to remain strong and productive beyond the age of 60. He noted that the forced retirement often results in financial hardships. Meeting held at St. Paul's Cathedral, Kasese, provided a platform for ministry leaders to review the progress of the youth and children's program while exploring the new strategies to strengthen discipleship and involvement within the church. Leaders discussed a range of initiatives aimed at empowering young people spiritually while encouraging them to contribute actively to the growth of the church. At the same meeting, a new committee was elected to coordinate the activities of the Youth, Boys and Girls Brigade and the Children's Ministry across the diocese. The youth worker and the field officer of the South Rwenzori Diocese, Reverend Nelson Mwambale, outlined the several resolutions adopted by the council. These include the environmental conservation through the tree planting as part of the Church of Uganda 15 million tree campaign, strengthening the youth ministry in schools, organizing an annual Youth and Boys and Girls Brigade conversion, and the launching income-generating projects such as the animal rearing and the poultry keeping to support the ministry work.
We have come up with a recommendation that we should always have an annual youth convention. And we have resolved that we need to embark on projects. We do not want the youth who are redundant. We want the youth to be involved in projects.
Reverend Mwambale also revealed plans to introduce a Boys and the Girls Brigade Week, which will serve as a fundraising initiative to support and strengthen the diocesan brass band.
Today, we met as a council for Boys and Girls Brigade and youth to pass some resolutions and make recommendations to the board of youth and brigade so that we'll be able to move the ministry in the diocese. We had a council and all the archdeaconries, all the 15 archdeaconries were represented. And we were also passing information concerning how to lead a youth Bible study.
Meanwhile, Tusimi Isekambere described the election of the new committee as successful, pledging that the youth will continue playing an active role in promoting church development and organizing commission activities among themselves.
We elected like as follows: the treasurer, the secretary, and any other posts for the youth and the brigade. We thank God our elections were conducted safely and we had them without any inconveniences. We also proposed that as youth, we should boost the development of the church.
The coordinator of the Dream Wave Christian Education in the Rwenzori region, Mr. Obed Asimwe, who also represents children at the both archdeaconry and the cathedral levels, presented several proposals aimed at strengthening the children's ministry.
From the children docket sector, I was presenting the issues that are concerning about the children ministry. And in this children docket, I was reporting or bringing the resolutions that are going to be discussed by the diocesan council so that it can forward them in the synod.
During the council meeting, members also received study Bibles intended to deepen their understanding of the scripture and equip them to mentor fellow young Christians in their respective archdeaconries. Beneficiaries of the study Bibles expressed gratitude to the diocesan leadership and the ministry office for the support.
We have received these Bibles. These Bibles are going to help us to spread the gospel, teach the young ones, the brigade leaders and members, plus the youth, to uplift their spiritual and see that we see how we're going to handle that, to see that we've brought back the glory of Kasese district.
Church leaders say the resolutions reached during the council meeting will play a key role in strengthening the youth and children's ministries while positioning the young people as active contributors to the spiritual and developmental growth of South Rwenzori Diocese.
Older persons have called upon government to extend the retirement age to 70 years, saying many senior citizens are still energetic, productive, and capable of contributing to national development. They argue that increasing the retirement age would improve their economic stability and enable the country to benefit from their vast experience and skills.
Older persons have renewed their appeal to the government to renew the current retirement age of 60 years, noting that it forces many capable and experienced individuals out of the service prematurely. Speaking during the stakeholders meeting, 71-year-old Professor James Francis said improved healthcare and better living conditions have enabled many people to remain strong and productive beyond the age of 60. He noted that the forced retirement often results in financial hardships, social isolation, and loss of purpose among the senior citizens.
I do not know where some of these policies come from, because some of us are sitting in the English seat. So it has been said in Britain, and we are also boarding that type of status. Because worldwide, I know that people are talking of the age of 60. They will say check out of office. But I have also known that at the age of 60 is when somebody is smart enough. I'll give an example, say back home here. Many Ugandans will keep telling you, if you could only talk to President Museveni.
Meanwhile, senior advocate enrolled with the High Court of Uganda, Nagawa Lydia, emphasized the need to renew Uganda's laws concerning the rights of older persons, particularly in relation to the retirement age and social protection. She further highlighted the challenges older persons face in accessing justice, noting that high legal fees and prolonged court processes often prevent them from pursuing their cases.
When we talk of the legal representation and we talk of the pro bono services, yes, we are aware of the pro bono services. And since I'm a lawyer, I know what pro bono means. They will handle your case free of charge. But again, it goes for a cost. Facilitation from where the lawyer is situated, I'm talking of the law firm, then to where the court is situated. Now this older person coming from the village, they will not manage. So in the end, you will see that their cases are dismissed. They are not getting this fairness as granted under the Constitution.
The CEO of the Uganda Homes of Older Persons, Nicholas Chinji, called upon the judiciary to sensitize communities about the small claims procedures to make justice more accessible and affordable.
We have the councils, the structure of older persons. These structures have not performed. Yeah? Much as they see that, there is an element of government. May I keep on saying government is for the people, by the people. When structures of older persons have been set up, these people who have been selected or elected by the older persons in their local communities, they should come out and enforce what these people have sent them to do. Because you find that even their representatives don't know what to say.
Older persons are now urging both the government and the judiciary to implement reforms that promote dignity, inclusion, and equal access to the justice for senior citizens.
All right, and that has been our last story, so let's take a look back at our headlines.
Headlines brought to you by
Centenary Publishing House, the leading publishers of prayer and hymn books since 1977. Among them we have Ateso, Luo, Runyankole Ruchiga, Runyoro Toro, and many other Ugandan languages. Contact us on 0756 174 168 for more information.
In our Women's Day bulletin, reforms such as universal education, affirmative action, and stronger laws against gender-based violence have helped advance women's rights and leadership. President reaffirms as Uganda commemorates International Women's Day.
Women are free to stand for any elective office, but they also have additional seats which they compete for. That way, we have been able to increase their numbers in public office. And women have proved to be better leaders and managers than men.
Also tonight, SPE's Medical Center marks Women's Day with maternal health camp. Expectant mothers receive free medical services at Chitintale Outreach.
We are looking at mothers who are planning to conceive, mothers that are pregnant already, mothers that have given birth before, all the mothers of all age categories, and we are here to offer free services ranging from antenatal care to general body checkups.
And in international news, US-Iran war. Iran vows not to surrender, as war with US-Israel enters second week.
Brought to you by
Centenary Publishing House, the leading publishers of prayer and hymn books since 1977. Among them we have Ateso, Luo, Runyankole Ruchiga, Runyoro Toro, and many other Ugandan languages. Contact us on 0756 174 168 for more information.
All right, thank you so much for watching Church of Uganda Family TV News at 8 with Best Emily, and I wish you a happy Women's Day and have a good night.